smoked out black/blue eyeliner look with a neutral lip. If you guys wanted to see how I did it, make sure you watch the video and let me know what you think. Alright, starting off with the Cetaphil Daily Advance Moisturizer. It's a good moisturizer for face and body. I love it. It's unscented and the ingredients are more on the cleaner side, which I'm very much into these days. So just spreading that all over, even though I did my skincare this morning. So just want to make sure to make it moist and prepped before I go in with the foundation. The foundation I'm gonna be using is the one from CoverGirl. Very long name, Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence, or whatever order you go and read that. This is in the shade medium, and I mix it with the shade light, which I right now almost ran out of. This one I use when I'm more tanned, this one I use in winter time, but right now it's best to mix both of them, so I will get that light medium shade. So, and this is really good one as well. It's very clean. I use the Yuka app to scan cosmetics and food, trying to avoid as many chemicals as possible. The rating is excellent, and it's really good if you apply it with a brush like this one I'm gonna be using, pretty dense. This one's from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill foundation brush, GHQ3. I think this one really needs to be mixed well, and this big and dense brush really spreads and mixes the oils and the product. This one is for anybody who loves that natural and pretty much on the dewy side, but also if you can set it with a light layer of setting powder if you don't like the dewy, but it will still give you a nice natural look. I'm grabbing the medium shade, putting it on this brush, like a few dots there, and then I'll do a few dots of the light one, or maybe 4. So, and now I'm just gonna be grabbing my big mirror here, so it covers pretty much my redness and unevenness on my skin. So just kind of hitting myself with the brush all over, bouncing as much, I guess you could sweep too, maybe to mix it better. But some crevices and spots on the face, you literally kind of, I feel like you need to dab into the skin. Like you can see this side comparison to this side, you can see the difference. It gives you pretty nice coverage. I would say medium, but it feels light. I usually every time go over my eyelids as well, especially if I'm not using a concealer or primer, eyeshadow primer. Today I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. We'll see after I finish this. So yeah, just go and just make sure everything's nice and blended. I think it's pretty evened out, but just want to make sure. Still kind of perfectionist here, but I try not to be, but it's kind of natural for me just to double check everything and spend more time than I need to on makeup. But anyways, okay, so doing the same on the other side. I'll try to stick with like 3 dots of each. I figured like it was a little bit much for the first side I did, so let's do 3 of each. Trying to, alright, I think this is gonna be good. have a couple of what's it called, sunspots on my forehead. And this one, it covers it, but it's not, like I said, it's not full coverage, but it's a beautiful finish foundation. And I'll have to touch up here a little bit more redness that I have than on the other one. Actually, I think I picked on this one last night. It was something a little almost invisible, then I made it visible. But I don't go too much down my neck unless I didn't perfectly match the shade, but this one seems perfect. Alright, maybe we can do, let's see, a little bit of concealer under the eyes while this foundation is setting, and then later I'll come back and double cover this spot here. So I'm using this one, it's almost done. Also on the cleaner side, it's the I got it at Shoppers, Annabelle Perfect Fit. I like the applicator, how you can just go and blend it in like that. There you go. Alright. And I'll go over the eyelids a little bit, whatever it's left. I feel like I squeezed out too much. I don't like heavy concealer. So just taking my foundation brush, I feel like that will do the blending job even better than the little, even though I like that it's kind of handy, especially on the go when you're traveling. It's practical, but if I have a brush, I'll choose a brush. Alright, so I'm just gonna lightly set my face all over with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Just gonna put it in the cup a little bit and then dabbing my brush and taking off some excess. And then first I'm gonna press around my eyes, over the lids, just to make sure the concealer isn't creasing. And then very lightly, especially if more mature skin you have or more on the drier side. So I think this will be just enough for both of the under eyes and eyes and the lids all over. So not more than that, just to kind of set everything. And then I'll do another couple dabs to dust my face all over. I'll start with the center of the face because that's the most oily. Even though my skin is dry, still shine comes through from the moisturizer, from the products you use, foundation. Just making sure the center is kind of set, and I don't mind a little bit of glow on the edges, especially if I'm doing a powder contour or blush on the cheeks. It's really unnecessary to have so many layers of products, so we're gonna minimize that as much as possible. All right, done with that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and do the eyes, and at the end we'll do contour and blush. So I'm just grabbing a fluffy brush to put the white. I always like to start with the white all over the lids, under the eyebrow, just to kind of set even more and provide that almost like a primer base for whatever I'm using after. And this eyeshadow isn't stark white, so it's not a like I'm making a clown eyes first. Like you can see the difference. It's a little bit brighter, but not as bright. Because I do have some veins coming through if I don't cover them. My skin is very thin, so at least on my face. So I'm just gonna, I did a new hairstyle. I have bangs now, so I just put them up for the makeup, and later I'll let them down and show you my new hairstyle. And my daughter just did beautiful job straightening or blowing out my hair, but with a straightener. So it was really cool to see that. So this is like again just a white matte eyeshadow. Okay, so I can't really tell you about this eyeshadow palette because it's custom made. I've been collecting individual ones, but most of them are from Dressing Your Truth store. I used to buy clothes from over there, and they have makeup, and I liked it, so I just grabbed a few individual ones, rare eyeshadows that it's kind of hard to find. I like the colors and whatnot, but I do have some neutral ones. Anyways, going into just a little bit darker than the white, this kind of beige, I don't know what's the name, but I do think I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of this one here, more stronger. I think it's called Cypress. So I'm just gonna mix those two to be a little bit more noticeable. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit dabbing motion now, just to deposit better the color. Then lighter as I go up to the brow. Alright. And just do first windshield motion. Any fluffy brush will do, but I find this angled fluffy brush is really good for crease. Okay, just evening out everything, making sure it's the same. I think it's very good. We can always touch up once everything is done. I am imagining my lower lash line. I'm just gonna follow that lower lash line as it goes. So you just kind of make a dot where you want it to end your eyeliner, and then that's kind of your guide. And then this is best when you pull gently, in my opinion, but because I'm holding this mirror, I'm gonna try do my best like this. So this is just gentle strokes. You can also do a few strokes on your hand to warm up the coal, but mine is pretty creamy. Sephora one, I usually get that one. And I'm just gonna try to connect that corner with this line that I already kind of, so light gentle strokes just to kind of shape, map out the wing. I'm not doing anything crazy or long, but just to kind of define and lift the eye. I'm gonna smudge this out even more with the brush, but just to kind of lay down the color. And I'm just then going inwards along the lash line, just little strokes, and that's about how much I go in. This much, yeah. All right, so a little bit more color in there. Okay, so doing the same on this side. Again, imagining the lower lash line extending into the brow bone or the corner, however you want to call it. Just dotting, mapping out the wing. That's kind of where I wanted to go to. And then strokes, little strokes leading there. And there I have my little wing. It isn't perfect, but it doesn't need to be, like I said, especially after the eyeshadow, after smudging everything and putting eyeshadow on top of the liner. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue along the lash line. You can always clean up the wing if you don't like it, shorten it, thin it out. Taking this brush actually that I never tried, but I figured it came once long time ago when I was trying liquid Maybelline liquid black eyeliner, and this brush came with it, but I never used it. I always use my angle brush liner brushes, but right now I feel it's perfect to use it for this smudging along the lash line, flicking, smudging, making it softer. And yeah, it already looks better. All right, so just going. I wonder if I should mix both of these. I love the navy, but then I want a little bit more vibrant blue. Right on top along this line, we're gonna put on top and smudge it upwards a little bit. With this, we are kind of setting the eyeliner. I'm gonna just do the cobalt one. I don't feel the navy one is giving me much. So like with this, with the eyeshadow, we kind of setting at the same time the liner and smudging it and making it softer at the same time and adding color as well. So I'm just going on top of that. Anyways, just pressing also the eyeshadow, pressing the brush into the closer to the lash line, into the black. I'm gonna go to the black eyeshadow just to add a little bit of that again definition here for the there you go. So you can see that it's black and blue. Yeah, because I kind of made it all blue over the I went on and on with the blue eyeshadow that I kind of overpowered the black, but I wanted to be able to see both. So like I said, just play and work as you go. Sometimes things don't turn out as you want it to be, but that's makeup, that's the fun of it, that's the creation. And it's just, it's fun. Nothing like good makeup therapy. All right, I think we should move on. So with whatever is left on the brush, I'm just gonna put on the lower lash line, just the outer corner of them, just kind of to connect here in the corner. A little bit in, but that's it, not too much. Usually I do skip lower lash line with everything. Unless it's a specific look, kind of like this one, that But even this one I could have left it out. So just doing that. Just kind of connecting everything, smudging it. Just cleaning up a little bit of the eyeshadow that I dropped here. Now that the foundation is set and dry, it's not gonna mess it up. I'm going into this white shimmery eyeshadow that I use for highlighting inner corners of the eye, just to make it a little bit more interesting there and brighter. Then taking off the excess and going under the eyebrow, just lightly lifting the eye there. Just a little bit, not too much into the eyebrow, but just below it. This will lift the eye, make it more interesting. It'll give you a nice shimmer and interest to the eyes. Well, just a little bit here. I'm not doing much because I feel like my pores are a little bit bigger here, but in between the eyebrows, beginner of the bridge of the nose, and maybe just a dot on the tip of the nose. It's a nice dense eyebrow brush, and dipping into the brown shade, the only brown that I have, just dipping that well, and then taking off the excess. And I'm just gonna be doing light strokes and filling in lightly my eyebrows, not too much. I don't like heavy eyebrow, especially I feel like I have enough of hair on their eyebrows, so I'm just gonna kind of fill in the sparse hairs here and make it a little bit more defined. I do like a lot of mascara, but I do feel like I need to curl them first. I hope I zoomed in enough, guys. I'm trying out a new camera that I bought. It's the Sony ZV-1F. I researched and I've heard really great things about it, but I might do a video on it and give you guys a review after I use it for some time, maybe after a year. Okay, now going in with the Perversion. Haven't done this in so long, I don't even know how to show you a product. Really good mascara, I like it too. But I am looking into more, like I said, more clean, more natural cosmetics. Hopefully more companies go into clean makeup, and so my mission will be finding more makeup that is clean and using that. I'll be making some videos as well. Double coating the lower lash line, just on the outer corner for the lower lash. I find this look pretty easy and quick. Right now I am making a video and I'm talking to you, so that's why it might seem like it's taking too long, but this is something that you could do really quickly. You can do both lips with this. You can do more neutral, which I'll do today, neutral. But if I was going out tonight, I would do either red or hot pink or something, like it would go nicely with this one, or even purple. Since I'm doing neutral lip gloss and pencil, I'm just gonna go with this kind of orangey corally. It's really pigmented, so just a couple dabs to hue and taking off the excess. And then you'll see how pigmented this is. And I think this color is really cool with the blue in the eyes, like in the liner. So just kind of not sweeping this, because like I said, it's so pigmented. So I'm just dabbing in circular motion here, and then like soften it out more if I want to. But now just depositing the color. But we will blend that more. kind of in the center of my cheek, not too low, not too high. I know the trend is very high these days with the especially young girls doing all over. They lift the eye blush and blend it into their temples, but I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not gonna be doing contour. Looks like it blush is enough. So I'm just gonna continue blending it with this brush, moving it around till I feel like it's blended enough. I do like to go lift it a little bit along my what's it called, cheekbone, because I do have cheekbones instead of like more like apple cheeks. So I do like to bring it a little bit up, but not all the way like under the eyes, and I think that's good. I am gonna do a little bit of this Inglot bronzer, custom kind of. I chose the colors, which it doesn't I forgot what's the color. It's the on the lighter spectrum of the, and it's more like shimmery than matte. So I'm just gonna do a touch of that on along the bridge of my nose, like right here, and then just the sides a little bit to kind of warm up the face, and not too much. Then I'm gonna blend that, and I don't think yeah, I have bangs now, so I'll have those down, so not really much into contouring my face. I've never been huge into contouring anyways, but whatever is left on the brush, I don't mind sweeping it along my jawline, or like I said, my nose. Okay, now softening that, I think it's good. Moving on to the lips. Again, lip pencil from Dressing Your Truth. It's called Pink Nude. I'm not sure how to, if you're gonna see. I'm not even sure if they have it anymore. I haven't been on there for a long time, but I'm just showing you. I might as well, since I'm doing the makeup. Alright, so going into the lip gloss, and that will be it. This one is similar to the pencil. It's like shimmery nude, a little bit of pink in it. And there you go. It's pretty cool. It just gives that life to the lips, definition and shine. When you don't want color, although I do like a good colorful lip. I do like that, especially with this look, but like I said, since I'm not going, I don't think I'm going anywhere tonight. It's just I wanted to create this look for the video. Let's do the bangs down. There you go, looks good. Here you have it, the smoked out black/blue eyeliner look with the neutral lip. Let me know what you think.